and welcome to yet another episode of Tete Tea with Audit Mascarenas. And I am Aditi, and of course, that's Audit for you.
I'm Odette, yes.
Yes. So, like I told you last time, there are a whole lot of stories that Audit has about spices. So, today I'm literally going to touch upon that interesting part.
Okay.
So, tell me, Audit, when I say the word spice, which spice feels closer to home the most?
Turmeric.
Okay. And what comes to your mind when we talk about turmeric?
Well, I remember, in the past, few Goans were very, very conscious about color.
Okay.
And my mother used to make a paste of turmeric, milk, and besan and apply that yucky face mask onto my face. And more than the milk and the besan, I should get the aroma of the turmeric. I don't know why. Maybe because of the color. I was fascinated with colors. I guess being a creative person, you get that fascination for colors. So I should remember the turmeric more than anything else.
Okay.
And the
That's
second
interesting.
thing is my grandmother, Big Mommy. She used to love making pulao on Sundays,
Okay.
and she used to add that yellow color turmeric into that.
All right.
Now, those are the childhood memories. Now, even today, people used to say in the past that chicken pulao used to be their Sunday special. So I guess my grandmother followed that thing, but that that flavor and that just thinking about it, it bringing a lot of nostalgia and childish memories.
Wow. So tell us something about the use of this spice, in particular in the Goan kitchens that you have seen over the years.
Interestingly enough, this is used by all communities.
Okay.
All communities. Whereas the Hindu, the Catholic, a few Muslims, they do use the spice, some of them to add color. Like if you're talking about the dal and you're
Yeah.
talking about, 1 minute, I've got something here for you. Ah,
Oh, wow. We
there.
have this beautiful yellow turmeric.
And not the powder,
Yeah.
the
The
actual
actual
thing
turmeric.
which grows and they dry it up, and this is
Yeah.
how they use it. They used to pick it up from their gardens. They used to grow it in their gardens. They used to use the leaves in August for making a very special dessert called the patilio.
Okay.
Because whether it was a Hindu community or the Catholic community, they used to have them that rice paste with that coconut and jaggery soon in the middle and steamed. That was the speciality. So it was nearly a must in everyone's back gardens.
Okay.
And then during the season, they should pick this up, the rhizome, then dry it, boil it, dry it, etc., and then hand powder it in their own houses. So there was no mix of breed, varieties, etc. It was the pure natural turmeric which would go into the masala.
Wonderful. So, I mean, like you're saying, the all communities used it, and
Yes,
even now, do they use it?
yes,
And do you think
yes.
that there is any change that has happened over years in the use of this humble spice?
Only the modern kids who don't cook. So there's
Yeah.
no use of this humble spice in their food.
Okay, I still use. Maybe I'm
So
not too
maybe you're not
modern.
the modern kid. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
no,
that
I am
discloses my
talking
age
about the
out. Yeah.
hamburgers and pizza type of kids who
Yeah,
basically do
but
not.
then probably they would not be using any spices because they don't cook at all. But otherwise, you don't see really a
I don't.
transition
I
in
think it's
the
an
spice.
essential thing because it's got so much of health benefits too.
Yeah, let's talk about that since
Okay,
you.
so they used to have things like making it haldi doodh, which was good for the.
So that's not just Goan kitchen. That's like all over India, I guess.
Oh, I guess so.
Everyone knows
Yes,
haldi doodh
haldi doodh
because
because the grandmothers, that was their
yeah,
go-to
even my
recipe.
mother, grandmother, like for healing, I guess overall internal healing, they would
Even
recommend
external, they would just
external and
apply it
internal.
for a
Yeah.
wound and that's it.
Yes. Yes.
And interestingly enough, in my research, because the moment you pick up a spice, you want to know more about the spice. God has gifted us with so many varieties, but we just go. What you're holding in your hand is the natural turmeric.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
besides that, we have known three other species of turmeric. One is the black
Yeah.
turmeric, one
Okay.
is the jungle turmeric, and one is the white turmeric.
how many of you knew that there were so many varieties of turmeric?
There
Do
might be
let me know
more.
in
I'm only talking about the
comments.
4 we've covered.
And if you have seen all of these, I haven't. So you have to tell me that how many varieties of turmeric you have seen.
Again, interestingly enough, this is known for food.
Yeah.
All right, let's
right.
be thinking because we
Yes.
use it for food most often.
Yeah.
The medicinal one was a black turmeric, and that was used mostly in Ayurveda, and in for
That's a
that.
different turmeric.
That's a different, but it was a turmeric family.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The white turmeric was at one time being used, but now not any longer. It has a flavor of raw mango and ginger. So
Okay,
now
that's
they,
interesting.
substitute ginger instead of it. Usage of that has become practically zilch. And the jungle turmeric is the jungle turmeric, not used for cooking at all,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it grows wild in the jungles and all that, but it's still of the same family.
But what I know, we have only used this even for healing, because I remember the yellow haldi doodh and even applying this powder
For a
to the
wound.
wounds, and the besan and milk paste is something that I'm
I
sure
think it's
everyone knows about.
universal.
It
It's
is universal
universal.
because I think all the haldi ceremonies are based on that, and
And that too,
it's a
also
big
you're talking about,
ritual.
yes, the ceremony before getting married where you
Yeah,
put.
it's a big ritual. So being a wedding planner, I know it's a big
Don't tell me
ritual,
she
and
carries the turmeric with her being a wedding planner and
I,
say, hey, bride, here I come.
here I come. But yeah, they usually use. But now it's what about this fad of organic haldi and haldi? How much do you believe in it, and how do you see that difference? Like,
I would say that's the purest form that one can really have. It's
mhm.
expensive now, so it's not got wide recognition. Thinking about it, my nose is twitching. But anyway, but I think that over the years, it's going to be here to stay. I
Okay,
think so.
okay,
Because there's so much of adulteration going
correct.
around.
Yeah,
So,
in
like I
all the
said, our
spices.
grandmothers used to literally pound their
This,
species.
yeah.
So, I have a feeling sometime or the other, like your vegan cuisine and the other things, it's slowly going to creep into our diets.
And if I have to ask you that, tell me one recipe that screams this spice, especially in regards to the Goan kitchens.
I
What
would
is that
say
one
nearly
dish?
every preparation has a little pinch of haldi or half a teaspoon of haldi going in. But
Hmm.
for me, what is screaming right now, because we've been talking about, is the Sunday pulao. I can't, I can't get over it. See, I tell you, for us, haldi was a coloring agent also,
Yeah.
because people in Bombay would tend to use saffron, to give that little pinch of
Hmm.
saffron.
Hmm.
We maybe or maybe not use that to entice and create the color palette for people to enjoy their food.
Right.
So I think dal,
Hmm.
another one which was very popular. And even though a lot of Catholics don't make dal, my grandmother used to insist that that cup of protein or a vatki of protein was very important for me.
That's an interesting fact that I didn't know about, that Catholic kitchens don't cook
Oh, they
dal.
don't actually make it. It's the Hindu kitchens that do it.
Ah.
But the Catholics hardly ever. If they do, there are few houses which do it. But I said this is one branch of the house that actually did that.
I think every episode leads to another story for another time,
And giving
because
me
she is loaded with stories and we'll find something or the other to always interest us. So,
good.
be it the spice or the kitchens cooking different things, I think there is so much about Goan households that we can learn from the lady here. And Audit, I would request you one thing, that you have been talking about this pulao and the desserts using this turmeric. So how about sharing those recipes? Can we find them somewhere
Oh yes, it's
on
in
your
my book, The
website?
Culinary Odyssey of Goa, and I'm sure
Ah,
it will get posted soon.
so watch out for her website where she'll be posting the recipes. And if you want to buy the book, the link is in the description box. So don't forget to check that out. And we'll see you in the next episode with another story, which is for another day, with Audit Mascarenhas back again.
See you
So thank
soon.
you so much.
Thanks,
And
Aditi.
ta-da.